Valley Natural Foods annual Farm Fest event in September is the culmination of everything the co-op stands for. It's where local producers come together under some big top tents to meet with the co-op's customers. It's about creating connections, deepening relationships, knowing where your food comes from, and of course sampling and tasting some wonderful products and dishes. Supporting local producers helps build the co-op's mission of a healthy community, sustaining the local economy, adding jobs, and helping small businesses grow and develop.
Food cooperatives are owned by the members. It's very different than the corporate business model. If I go to one of the large corporate food stores, it's probably not owned by anyone even in the state of Minnesota. And many of the dollars that are spent there will not stay in the state of Minnesota. They will travel across the country or perhaps out of the country. When I shop at a co-op like Valley Foods, I know that my dollars are staying here.
In 2014, the co-op supported over 120 local producers, with many of these companies growing and evolving with Valley Natural Foods. Knowing the stories of these producers is crucial to understanding how your dollars help them become successful.
L&R Poultry and Produce is a 72-acre family farm. It's named for my son and myself. My son's first name is Leo and my name is Ray, so kids first, L&R. And we raise 6 acres of organic vegetables and we keep 300 free-range laying hens. We also produce maple syrup on our farm. The products that we sell yearly at Valley Foods are our potatoes, our russet potatoes, reds, and Yukon Gold potatoes, along with other mixed roots such as rutabagas, turnips, horseradish, beets, turnips, and so on. And then we rotate those crops with the winter squash family. So you will also find our acorn, buttercup, and butternut squash, and our sugar pie pumpkins available here at Valley Foods. We've been working with Valley Foods since 2006, and Valley Foods takes roughly 50% of our vegetable crop each year. So you are a very big supporter of our farm, and you make a big difference in our annual farm income. We enjoy working with Valley Foods and have felt your growth in pounds of product that we've delivered each year. I would estimate just off the top of my head that we've probably tripled the poundage of our loads from 06 to say 010, and then from 010 now to 2015. So I see Valley Foods as security for my farm. You're growing, you support and take a lot of our products, support our farm. You're very financially important to our farm.
Alley-Calf Coffee Roasters started in Duluth back in 1990. Nassim, the owner of Alley-Calf Coffee Roasters, is from Morocco, and when he came to the United States, he couldn't find a good cup of coffee. He was used to the European coffees, and so his wife Deborah bought them a 1-pound roaster, and he was roasting coffee in his basement. And his friends started coming over for coffee, and then his friends started buying pounds of coffee, and so he decided to start Alley-Calf Coffee Roasters in the basement of an old school on Superior. And then in 2000 we moved to the building that we're at now on 14th and Superior in downtown Duluth, Minnesota. And then this January, Deborah and Nassim's daughter bought the company from them, and so we are now a woman-owned coffee roaster as well as local. Alley-Calf has been very lucky to partner with Valley Natural Foods for 12 going on 13 years. We brought in our original Alley-Calf coffee line. We use all organics. Here we've got Fair Trade coffees, Rainforest Alliance coffees, and then a few years back we developed a private label for the Down in the Valley brand, where we brought in a variety of different blends, and we let our Valley Natural customers taste test all the coffees, and the customers actually picked what blend became the Down in the Valley coffee blend, which is a Rainforest Alliance and organic coffee blend.
Organic Valley started back in 1988. We started as a produce cooperative above all things, and quickly learned that dairy and cheese was going to be the growth sector for our business. So now we specialize in 100% certified organic, locally grown cheeses, dairy products, milk, eggs, cheese, produce, meat, beef, turkey, chicken, and pork. Back in 1988, we started with 8 family farmers. Those 8 family farmers quickly grew Now we're at 1,800 family farmers all across the country, but we try to keep everything regional and local. So if it's grown here in the Midwest, we want to keep it here in the Midwest. Valley Natural is one of premier partners here in the Twin Cities marketplace. We really look as a cooperative to work with other cooperatives first and foremost. Our long-term strategic partners are cooperatives, is what we see at Organic Valley. Cooperatives are what spurred the growth for Organic Valley, and when cooperatives work together with other cooperatives, is one of our principles, one of our founding principles. There's synergies created there that you don't see in other businesses.
My husband came home one day with a pre-diagnosis of diabetes and loved chocolate and ice cream, and although he was exceedingly compliant on the doctor's orders, cutting out sugar proved to be a very daunting task for him in that he loved his chocolate and ice cream. So we started to try to find an ice cream for him that would be all natural, and we just could not find one that wasn't laden with artificial sweeteners and artificial ingredients. So we started to make our own. We studied cultures from around the world to see what other cultures use for sweetness, because it's really here in the US that we are just inundated with sugar in everything that we eat. So we saw the Europeans using stevia leaf. We saw the South Americans using chicory root in a variety of forms, and specifically the fiber that comes from the chicory root is very sweet. So we started playing with all of these different natural plant-derived sweeteners from around the world, came up with our own ratio and proportion of things and blended it together, and lo and behold, it makes a beautiful ice cream and it makes a delightful chocolate. So that was the beginning of Love Ice Cream and Chocolate Company. And now I'm happy to say that we have purchased a building in North St. Paul, and instead of sharing a cooperative kitchen space, which has been great for the past 2.5 years, it's because of our relationships and the trust that co-ops have put in us that our business has grown wonderfully, and we're now investing in our own building. So it's love for everyone. You know, we are eternally grateful to Valley Natural Foods. I mean, I could start crying, but our little company was literally a 1.5 months old when I called and I spoke with Paul and I spoke with Yanni, and I told them what we were doing, and they invited us down to show our product line, and they embraced us with open arms from the get-go. I believe Valley Natural Foods was our 3rd customer. And through thick and thin, when we were first trying to get our labels to stick on our pints, and when we found misspellings on things, Valley Natural Foods has stuck with us through the entire process.
Post Consumer Brands, it takes place at our headquarters are in Lakeville, Minnesota, but our sales are produced in Northfield, Minnesota. And here at Valley Natural Foods, we do carry our Mom's Best cereal line. We do have 13 flavors available, and some of our flavors are gluten-free. We have been a part of Valley Natural Foods for some time now. They've carried our line now for quite a few years, and we really have valued our relationship and partnership with Valley Natural Foods. I've worked recently very close with Martha, and Martha has been great as far as working in, we work in promotions and just really moving that forward. And overall, we really do appreciate the stands where food co-ops do come from, where they do offer a better for you food options to our consumers. And I believe where the affordability comes into place, that's where we can really offer something new and innovative to the category as well.
Supporting local goes beyond buying organic, grass-fed, or natural products. It's about building relationships with local companies you can trust.
The most important reason people should be supporting local food is just understanding the local food system. I always tell people it's not about shopping and buying organic. It's not about buying grass-fed or natural, it's about buying the brand that you trust. It's about knowing where your food comes from and supporting local family farmers and really taking an ownership in how your food is grown and who produces it.
Supporting local is very important for our community. Allakef is local. We're a Minnesota company, And we support our communities in Duluth and in the Twin Cities. And it's important to kind of create that sense of family with your customers and those relationships to, build jobs locally, use local farmers, use local products, to really make sure that you're focused on making your community a better place and joining everyone together for a really great cause.
The other part of it is kind of the structure of the co-op, being that everyone is on equal footing. Everybody has a vote. No one's vote is more powerful than another's vote. When I grew up, I had family grocery stores to shop at and to work at, and I see a lot of those have gone away because they couldn't compete with the large corporate chains. Cooperatives can, because they're made up of many hundreds, thousands of families that all support the store. So to me, this is the family food store of today and of the future, because it's made up of individuals who care, who want a healthy, wholesome product, who want to support local and keep their money in their community working for everybody.
I believe that by buying local from local producers, we are not only just supporting our local companies in the area, but as well as those companies are providing job opportunities for members in our community, and which definitely makes it a better place to work and live in as well.
Most importantly, we thank you for being a co-op owner and for shopping local. It is because of you and your support that these local vendors and others, along with Valley Natural Foods, will be here for generations to come.
That's why when I come here, I shop, and I feel very good about knowing that when I spend money here, it's going to real people, real farm families, fairly treated workers, and it's going towards relationships. It's not just who has what now at the best price with the fanciest package. It's about a long-term relationship between the co-op and its members, and between the co-op and the producers like me. It's trust. It's not just all about a fast buck. It's about being here today and being here long into the future. So I really value that.